Hey yo, what's up everyone? Hope you guys are doing good and are safe and healthy. This is the episode number 3 of the podcast called Russell Oran Show, where quality content is provided. Speaking of which, if any company or entrepreneur, freelancer who want to promote their product, app, or their channel or whatever, where they provide quality content and stuff just like this in this channel, we are glad to announce we are open for paid promotions for this podcast. For business related inquiries, you can mail me on russellfernandez31@gmail.com. It is RUSSELFERNANDES31@gmail.com. And if possible, please keep the subject as business inquiry slash promotion. I will reply you as soon as possible, and I will put the mail in description as well below too. Okay, so I was wondering today how you guys must be passing this quarantine period. Like, mine daily routine is kind of become very messy, and I'm sure most of you guys daily routine also has been messy. uh like nowadays I wake up by 1 or 2 in the afternoon, which is very late, and go to the bathroom and freshen up and all, like by 2:30 or 45. And then I obviously skip the breakfast and eat lunch. Really, to be honest, don't remember when I had breakfast last time or when I had gone down my building last time. I know we all miss our freedom of going anywhere in this world, but don't worry, it will be fine soon, and the cure will be come out soon. And as I was saying, after the breakfast, after the lunch, I kind of work on this podcast, like what I'm gonna talk about, like just the topics, not the, I don't write scripts and all, it's just a flow. And sometimes movies and series I watch. Speaking of movies, Extraction released today on Netflix. I'm really looking forward to watch the movie. The lead actor in this movie is Chris Hemsworth. I'm sure you guys must be knowing him from Thor and Avengers. The movie is shooted in India, and I will give you a brief overview of this film quickly. A black market mercenary who has nothing to lose is hired to rescue the kidnapped son of an imprisoned international crime lord. But in the murky underworld of weapon dealers and drug traffickers, an already deadly mission approaches the impossible. Sounds cool to me, and why not? What a perfect time it is to be releasing in this lockdown with nothing to do. So, yeah. The other trending topic nowadays is viral is TikTok, man. I gotta talk about TikTok, which I believe is to be known as was known, which I believe is to be was known to be musically. I'm not 100% sure about that, but yeah, TikTok is an on another level, dude. People are uploading stuff and the video, and it skyrockets, man. The fan base you get so instant and fast. The fan base, especially girls, man, girls are gaining fan base so fast just by reacting a movie dialogues or lip sync a song with their facial expressions. And I know all of them are not the same, but some are like wines, but still some are so cringy, and only a few might be like core sensible content. Others are like 95% of them are like, what the heck, people are seriously watching this cringe. And my brother wanted to come, or maybe he had suggested me once to join TikTok, or like before, and I don't know, man. I feel like me to join TikTok. I don't feel like join TikTok, and I don't know. It's okay for fun, maybe creating something like, but like once in a while for fun. But if it's for like something for fame gainer or making a career in it, no man, I'm out. But yeah, maybe creating wines or something, I will think about it, or if TikTok pays me money. But yeah, I love YouTube, and I don't think anything can replace YouTube, this platform for me, with like another as of now. And I'm grinding hard, man, for the 1 million subscribers dream. And speaking of which, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, do it already, man. I feel like this podcast, half of the time I have promoted or plugged something or another, and let's be honest. I mean, I will be honest. I need money, man. I need it badly. Lol, I'm just planning to buy a gaming PC and stream too, like a full-time streamer. And don't worry, I will continue with the podcast too. Pretty pretty soon, as the lockdown gets over, we even might getting guests. So yeah, and for those people who don't know, I'm a gamer too. I'm a professional gamer, or used to be when my laptop was working. I'm a professional Call of Duty player, Call of Duty mobile player, and even PUBG Mobile and Counter Strike Global Offensive, Global Offensive, and also used to play casual games like GTA 5, Sinking City, and many more story games too. And I have a different channel for it. It's called Russell Horan Gaming. Again, I didn't want to plug, but yeah, it is what it is. And what else? I honestly feel like even if the lockdown doesn't end by next month, if Amazon or Flipkart, like I wonder, like e-commerce or e-market would start delivering non-essential goods. I wonder if it could be possible, because I need the hard disk, man. I need my laptop to pass some time. For those people who have not followed or watched or heard the podcast episode number 1 or 2, my laptop's kinda not working. The hard disk is not being detected, to be precise, so I need to buy a new one. At least I would able to pass some time, like in afternoon, and do something productive. I was and in this afternoon actually I was watching WWE highlights and stuff. They were showing the Hall of Fame and story of Rock, Dwayne Johnson, and story of John Cena, and it brought so many memories back, man. Growing up, like when I was small, I used to watch WWE a lot. I was a massive WWE fan, and I still remember because of it. I had bought PS2 and PSP and Game Boy and whatnot. Game Boy was not for WWE actually, but PS2 and PSP like were famous at that time and was so expensive. I had bought them just for WWE. I bought WWE game disc, all original, and I still have it, man. I was crazy about it at that time. The WWE, and at that time the WWE stars and the players were also the best. Unlike now I kind of feel like the WWE has gone crap. That time when I was a kid, like 8 or 9, they were great players like John Cena, obviously, The Rock, The Big Show, Shawn Michaels, Triple H. Damn, who can forget his entrance and his finisher, pedigree, and all the tag team D Generation X of Triple H and Shawn Michaels. And speaking of the entrance, who can possibly forget Undertaker? Come on, man. Speaking of WWE, and you don't mention his name, you are not a WWE fan. There were so many rumors, at that time he has died twice and he has resurrected and stuff. Lol, as kids, we used to believe that shit too. But yeah, there were many more stars like The Miz, or Miz was one of my favorites too. Mark Henry, Dolph Ziggler, Zack Swagger, Randy Orton. Damn, he's the Hall of Fame and one of my favorite also. And the best, Rey Mysterio, the best finisher of all the time. Like his best finisher was 6 was 9, and it's still my favorite finisher, and many more. I can continue, but I know if you're not a WWE fan, it must gone out on top of your head, or you must have gone bored. I'm sorry if you did, but WWE was one of the topic I had to talk about one day or another. So yeah, let's talk about the economic crisis of this world. I guess the coronavirus pandemic will turn global economic growth sharply negative this year. Kristalina Georgieva, I hope I pronounced the surname correct, the managing director of the International Monetary Fund, said the world faced the worst economic crisis since the Great Depression of 1930s. If you don't remember what happened in Great Depression of 1930s, or you don't know, I will jog your memory. The Great Depression was the worst economic downturn in US history. The main reason or the main cause of it was the stock market crashed in 1929. Many believe the stock market crash occurred on the Black Tuesday, October 29, 1929. It was one of the major which which caused the Great Depression. By 1933, it had caused unemployment rate at to 25%, and more than 5,000 banks had gone out of business, and so many employment, man. She also forecasted that 2021 would only see a partial recovery. Before that, she doesn't see, like, they don't see, and even I possibly don't see a recovery in the economy. Earlier this week, a UN study says that 81% of the world's workforce of 3.3 billion people had their place of work fully or partially closed because of this outbreak. 4 out of 5 jobs are affected by the virus globally. Coronavirus is a visual guide to the economic impact for sure. We will talk about this more if you liked it in the next episode. Comment down below if you want me to more talk about this, like economic crisis and economy and stuff. Till then, make sure to be safe and smile. And it took a lot of efforts to collect information of this history and economic crisis and stuff. So for that, please smash the subscribe and like button. I will see you in the next episode. This is Russell Oran signing off. Peace.